Flosstube.
Hi, Flosstube.
I'm Alison.
I'm Jennifer.
And we are Stitching Social. Welcome back to our channel. We're dusting the cobwebs off because it has been...
It hasn't been a year. Like 10 months, actually. I checked today.
Did you check today? I feel like it's at the beginning of confession. It's been X amount of time since my last went to confession. Catholic school. So welcome back to our channel. We've got a lot going on here. I got a dog in front, behind the camera.
Furry friend.
There's another furry friend. My husband's downstairs playing his game. And then there's someone in the corner as well. So whatever. We've been making enough excuses.
I called her today and I said, okay, we're going to make a video today. I'm coming over tonight to make a video. And you were like, okay. Like you didn't even say like, you were busy already.
No, I had a spin.
It just worked out.
Yeah, because I had a spin class booked, and I really debated whether I should cancel that because it was a perfect excuse. But it was too late in the day. For you. Yeah, it was too late in the day. I would have been counted as a no-show. So anyway, it is March the 29th, 2023. We thought we should do a video because we are about to go to the second annual Stitch North retreat. We're very excited.
My wheels are turning about how I want to make little videos while I'm there.
Yeah, and you actually had some really good ideas. Yeah. So stay tuned. Because I don't know, if I do say so myself, our last video was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought so. And it was really neat that...
Go lay down.
Because on our last video about Stitch North, there were lots of, you put like a little intro in it, and there was lots of clips, and it was just really neat how you put...
We even had a trailer too.
Yeah, it was neat how you put all the clips together that I took. It was really cool. It was fun. Creative director.
Yeah, cruise director. So, yeah, she even said, like, are you going to do the same thing where you edit it all really nice? And I said, yes, but there's no guarantee that it'll happen the same day we film it. So today
totally understandable.
Is March 29th. Continue.
No, that's okay. It's okay.
No, it's the cat. No, it was the cat.
Oh, okay.
I got a box sitting on my piano.
The box is down now. It's okay. It's okay.
Yes. He does not like things. Typical cat doesn't like things. Anyway.
I was a little bit nervous that I would get on here and say really stupid things. So
we always say stupid things.
It might happen. Today I was at the grocery store and the cashier behind me was trying to get out of her booth, and and I realized she goes, oh, excuse me, and I'm like, oh, sorry, honey.
You said that?
Why did I say that? I was like,
was
what?
She young?
No, she was a senior. I'm like,
that probably made her day.
I realized what I said, and I'm like, I'm really sorry about that. And then she had forgotten about it, you know. And then afterwards, I said, I'm really sorry about that. Then I called you honey. Like, I guess I'm with my kids all day, and I don't realize. She goes, oh, that's okay. I've been called worse, and I'm like.
See, there you go. But I always, when I fumble over my words...
I've been saying weird things lately, like...
Yeah, no filter. We always say stupid things on all our videos, but that's just us. Because we don't... Well, until recently, we haven't really edited. I have now figured out how to cut things out. Because I had to. Oh. I did do that.
Okay, I have something that I want to say, and it's a tip for life, but don't cut this out. Because everybody needs to know this.
Okay, what's your tip?
Because if I don't say it, I'm going to forget. So I recently... Okay, so I was at our mom's house. And she has... You know how mom puts the towel... Like, the towel to dry your hands after you wash your hands.
In the kitchen?
In the kitchen, yeah. On the stove.
Like my stove?
Yes.
The handle of the
oven.
Okay.
Here's something that's going to change your life.
Okay.
So I went to mom's house, and she had a pin on it so that it doesn't come off. So I was like, what's with this? Like...
What kind? Like
it
a
doesn't
safety
come off.
pin?
I was like, I had to
like a kilt?
like just a safety pin. So I said to her, "What's with the pin on your stove towel?" And she goes, "Oh my gosh, it took me 43 years to figure this out." She said,
"It sounds like it would be a TikTok hack."
She goes, "No, TikTok did not teach her this." She said, "I've been 43 years. The towel was falling all the time. People would move
get towels that loop."
No, she didn't want to do that. She just developed her own thing. So anyway, so she says, okay, for 43 years the towel's been falling and falling, and I just discovered TikTok did not teach me.
She actually said that? She knew what TikTok was?
Yes, she knew what TikTok was. She said, TikTok did not teach me this, but so I said, genius. Like I kept that in my mind, right? And then, you know, a couple days went by, I went back home, and the towel would never be wet. I'm like, who took the towel? Put the safety pin on, changed my life.
Well,
my husband cannot take the towel, and it cannot.
Well, that's the thing. When my husband,
it dries better.
Yeah.
Do you have that problem?
No. It doesn't fall on the floor because our towels are longer than I think what Mom has. But also, Mike does all the cooking.
Maybe a little bit wider?
Well, I don't know, but he does all the cooking, and he likes to take the towel, and he'll, like, it's all bunched up, and he'll be using it and putting it on the counter.
That's fine.
And then he then, like, that one over there, like, he folds it, and then leaves it there.
Okay. But he was using it for something. But
yeah, his hands when he's
So a day went by, and my husband never said anything, like, yeah.
Did he try to
take
it off?
He didn't, and he goes, I said, did you notice anything different about the towel? And he goes, yeah, you put a pin on it. So, and I said, see, now I know that you can't steal the towel anymore. And then my daughter, after school, was classically always an offender. Same thing, pin on it. I thought, did we have somebody walk by?
Kind of, you can't really see her. I got a puppy.
Tell them about your puppy.
Yeah, I expanded my family. I added to my family. At Christmas time, we adopted a puppy. Now, I totally lost my train of thought. We wanted
how
another
old is
dog.
she now?
Well, we wanted backstory.
Okay.
Context. We have a 10-year-old beagle rescue, and we knew that we always wanted another one, and I always thought we should wait until our cat dies. And I follow all of the rescue groups.
The white one that was behind us.
The crusty one. And I'm all following all of the rescue groups, and she ticked all of our boxes. She was female, she was a puppy, she was a hound, she was a rescue. So, like, it was very, like, not often does it tick all of the boxes.
It's pretty rare.
Because we wanted young puppy because Moby is reactive. So we wanted a dog.
Who is the most calmest dog right now looking at us on the other side of the iPad.
Yeah, but he's whining to get out.
Not really.
He's whining.
Maybe I'm used to whining.
Yeah. Anyway, so we put an application for her, and everything went through. So just after Christmas, we couldn't get there. Like, we were approved, and we did, like, the vet check.
Yeah, and then we had snowstorms.
At one point, we got halfway there, but it was in the snow belt, so we had to turn around. It was just a disaster. So we told them that, okay, we can't get there until after Boxing Day. So if she finds another family before then, like, we're happy.
It's not meant to be.
It's not meant to be.
Gotcha.
Turns out later that she held them, because once they find a family for their dogs, they keep them. So this rescue, I just real quick before we get into stitchy things, I think that's really good. So, like, with the puppy boom of the pandemic, everyone was getting the puppies. Everyone wanted puppies. You got one. Well, backyard breeders are a thing, as they are all over the world, and this rescue is a no judgment rescue that deals with these backyard breeders, so that if they don't want to avoid having to destroy these puppies that nobody wants, this rescue takes them, and then they take over, like, hoarding dogs, puppy mills that are shut down. So this case was supposedly was an accidental litter.
That'd be really hard to be a foster. I think it would be really hard to foster those dogs.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, a good happy story because then they find a home, but then also it's hard because you love them and then they all leave you.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
you're just fostering them.
This litter was 9 puppies, and they had two that they couldn't.
Oh, so this lady took all of the
No, she took 2. She took 2 because they had 9 puppies originally, and 2 didn't sell. So they surrendered them. Because a proper breeder would never surrender their puppies, right?
Because they want the money.
No, proper breeders. Like, if your breeder had, like, they don't have.
Yeah, they would
puppies.
they also don't breed unless they have people.
Right, it's more organized and whatnot. Anyway, so this foster mom, she was really nice. This family, and she was a couple hours away, and she only deals with puppies. So she only takes puppies. And anyway, I could continue talking about it, but anyway. She is a basset hound. She was 12 weeks old when we got her, I think, and she'll be 6 months next week.
Maybe we'll take a little video clip of her and you can put it in.
Yeah, maybe I can insert. Now that we know how to do that, insert. She's,
We'll do the pet parade.
Pretty cute. She's a basset hound. Her name is Rosie. So we are now a family of 5. Yeah. 4. 5. Anyway, but we should talk about stitching, because that's why we are here. I have not been stitching very much.
I've been stitching a lot, and I'm not going to show you everything in 10 months that I've done.
Or you're shopping.
or my shopping, because that's just too much judgment.
This is a judgment-free zone.
You've said that before. You often say that to me.
Yeah. I was saying to our mom that I was not boasting, but I was just telling her that I haven't shopped since the last retreat.
Were you bragging?
Said, yeah, probably. And although she said, no, that's not true. Well, sorry. So I said that because I haven't shopped since the last retreat, which is true. But then I was saying that I never lost my mind and I was very controlled. And she's like, what are you talking about? No, you weren't. So
that was so funny. We're killing ourselves laughing about all, because you were showing all the fabric and floss. Like we were just all doing a show and tell in the hotel room, and it was just so funny because you were.
You guys were making fun of me about my.
No, we were just all laughing about how we lost our mind. Like we were just like, this is so obscene, but it was so fun, and we can't wait to do it again soon.
Yeah, we can't wait to do it again.
We're going in April.
Yeah, we're doing the first retreat because it's 2 weekends, and it's yeah. Anyway, we're really excited. We're excited to see all the Stitchy people. And I was saying to you, like, we were just saying to each other that we didn't socialize as much as we wanted to. And I had said, well,
it felt weird to be in a room with that many people.
That was the first time since, for a couple of years because of COVID, that we were not
so my plans
as comfortable
next year, or coming up in a couple of weeks, is I'm going to be making, stay tuned.
Yeah, don't give away our secrets.
Stay tuned.
Because this will post before the...
You'll all love it.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, should you go ahead?
I can show you something that I've been working on. How about
because we're already 11 minutes in. We haven't said anything Stitchy related. Oh, that's in his bag.
Okay, this is a bag. I made this. Did you know that?
I did.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the plug. I don't make them and sell them. No. I don't do that. Okay. This is a pattern that I am stitching from Blackbird Design. This is just, I brought one thing that I'm working on, one thing that I finished.
She only came in with one bag.
Yeah, one bag.
Which was
very small.
Pretty.
Yeah, but you only came with one bag and extras.
We're at my house. I also haven't been stitching, as I mentioned. I've only been doing models.
I'm into packing light lately. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so I brought one thing I finished and some things that I would like to stitch or start or spring related.
Okay.
Trust me, it's a lot of self-control to figure out what to bring. So this is I'm stitching Oh Joyous Day. This was the day I went to the Needlework shop.
She called me, but I didn't answer because we were doing errands last weekend. She was on her stitching, right? And Mike's like afterwards, like, oh, you should have answered. You could have went. Like, we were literally about to go on our
So this is errands. Oh Joyous Day. And
so is that a book or is it just one of the pattern?
No, it's a pattern. It's just, that's the name of the sampler. And it's pretty big. And I'm doing it on 36 count. What is it? I have to get it out to remind myself. It's been a few days. Okay, 36 count light mocha.
Edinburgh.
Mm-hmm. Well, 36.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Edinburgh?
Yeah.
Someone corrected me once. It's like Peterborough. So I guess that's saying it right.
Yeah. But 36 count is that word.
It is?
Yeah, all 36 count is.
What?
Zweigart is.
Oh, it's Zweigart. Ooh, look at that cute little
needle minder.
Where'd you get that?
I think I got it from Kim.
Kim?
Yes.
Where did you get it?
I don't know.
Oh, I love it. It's upside down.
I think it was at her place and she was like, here, do you want this? I was like, yes. Even though I don't really use needle minders. Okay, what do I do? How do I show this again? Okay. I'm using the called for overdyed floss.
So what is it,
I took it off my Q-snap. Gentle Arts and Weeks. Yeah.
Gentle Arts and Weeks.
I got it.
There you go. Uh-oh, what's something happening behind us?
What are you doing? Get down from there. You're too old for this.
He's so old. That cat is so old.
Not unacceptable.
Oh my god, look how skinny he is. He's talking back to you.
I know, because he wants to eat.
Everything okay?
Yes,
yep,
everything's
under control.
Is doing.
So, and I'm doing one strand.
Is Mommy okay?
Yes, it's the cat.
One strand.
Cereal.
I feel like I'm at home. I feel like I'm at my house. I'm at home.
Don't judge me. He eats on the kitchen table. We don't. And then when we do, we disinfect it.
Don't judge me. Is that what he wanted? He wanted his food back? He was mad?
I've never seen... We had to shift the whole table over because of this monstrosity.
The cage ensemble.
Because my daughter's too young to have free reign. I said that once. So I referred to her as the baby. And Mom was like, you call her your baby? Yes, because she is.
She is a baby. She's a puppy. Okay, so that's basically it. And it's really, really fun. And I'm just, my method for doing it is I've just...
What's the stitch count on it?
Good question. The stitch count is 175 wide by 221 high.
It's a good size.
Yeah, and I started in the top left corner, and I'm just gonna do the first band and kind of work my way down. That's kind of how I do my stitching with the borders, is I kind of do the border and then stitch, and do some border and then stitch. So kind of, I try to hope it all lines up. So that's that. Who's he talking to?
This is gaming.
His
co-workers.
So we know,
and then his childhood friends.
it's always so funny when you hear the husbands talking on their headsets.
People he knows, IRL.
In real life.
Mm-hmm. That's a slang I've learned from TikTok.
So that's what I've been working on, and I've been working on it on my 11x11 Q-snap on my new Lowry frame.
Yes, tell me about that now that it's been a little while.
So I have been, since our last retreat that we went to at Stitch North, I brought my Kay's Creation tabletop frame.
The wood one.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, and it's got like a wood, it's like an oak colored, and it's got like a base that sits right on the, I love it. I love it.
Okay, which one are you gonna bring to the retreat?
Well, at the retreat, I was like feeling kind of like I shouldn't be working on something big because I had a hard time personally stitching, because you can't take up the whole table, right? And I'm a spreader, right? So I felt like I didn't have enough room on my spot, so I'm like, you know what, now, this is just me justifying it because I really wanted a Lowry. But I told myself...
No checking yourself in this crowd.
I said, okay, I want a Lowry and I want a power bank, like a battery thing.
Wait, okay, tell that story.
Okay, so anyway, so yeah. So squirrel. I got... Squirrel. So I hate squirrels. Oh my God, I hate squirrels. I was looking through a Blackbird chart and there were squirrels in it.
I haven't seen them yet
this year.
I
love this chart, but I hate the squirrels. Anyways.
I haven't seen any yet this year.
Squirrels?
Yeah.
Tons. You're at the wrong end of the street then. I got
my
so
hounds must scare them away.
Maybe.
They're
very frisky at my house. I don't like them. And I don't like them.
Have you seen any at the park?
No, they're around. Trust me. I see them. I've been wanting to put my bird feeders out and I can't because of those damn squirrels.
Can't you get the post? Like a shepherd's hook or something? They can't climb a shepherd's hook.
Oh, no, I've seen them do that. And then I've got a
you
special
get the one that's like
squirrel deterrent. Yeah, I know. I got a squirrel deterrent bird feeder. And oh my gosh.
I saw a TikTok where the girl's like, what I thought that like she had like a little window bird box that like
I've seen
goes
that
in her window so that
the birds come in and she can see them.
So she's like, what I thought I was getting, and it was like someone else's video of like a pretty bird that's like in the house, and then she shows her video and it's a rat.
Oh my gosh. Maybe it was a rat?
It was a rat because it has got the long tail.
No, it was, you know what it probably was?
It wasn't a possum.
Possum.
No, they're big.
Oh, they're bad.
I saw one at your house. Don't they?
You did?
Remember at your old house?
Remember when we were at New Jersey retreat and you got chased by Canada geese in the parking lot?
They're having a domestic.
They chased you.
I think they did.
I told my daughter about that story. She goes, they didn't. And I'm like, yeah, they chased her to the car.
Well, you've been chased by it when we went on.
Yeah, I don't like them for that very reason.
I like them, but not close to them.
They're right up there with squirrels. I don't like squirrels and I don't like geese.
I like seeing them because we go bobbing heads.
Well, they look soft, but they're very mean. They're not approachable. They're not.
I like them from a distance, like in
scavengers.
The safety of
I don't
my
like
car.
Scavengers.
Because I walk around at lunch when it's nice out. I walk in my building, but there's geese everywhere, and I'll like cross the road.
Anyways, that was my
talking about. Oh, your Lowry stand.
Oh yeah.
So which one are you gonna take to the retreat?
I think I'm gonna bring the Lowry. I'm gonna bring it. I love it. It's far exceeded my expectations.
You just went like
did I? I was really feeling it. It has far exceeded my Did I do my eyes separately? Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so it's far exceeded my expectations. Like it's amazing.
So what about the battery pack? Explain that, because I'm really glad.
Oh, well, our friend Amanda, she was at the retreat sitting beside us.
Lucky chance, Stitcher.
Yeah, and she had plug. Holla. See, I don't know why I'm saying these weird things. I'm gonna go to Stitch North and people are gonna be like, "Oh, loser!" Like,
but it's like, because you're a millennial as well. I was telling this story earlier, because I was at the dentist today and the hygienist was young. She was Gen Z, and we were talking. She was very nice. I really liked her. I'm gonna go back to her. I have no idea what her name is because they don't introduce themselves. I felt really old because we were talking as much as you can in the dentist chair.
Yeah, because they always want to talk to you and you go,
she said something and I answered it and she's like, slay.
What does that mean?
It's like the Gen Z version of that's hot. Or kind of like...
That's hot? Like, I've never said that.
Paris Hilton? She's an elder millennial. I think you are. An elder. That's true. That's a real name.
I own it.
I think I'm like borderline. That's a true name.
Oh my gosh.
Slay.
Slay. Okay? You won't be catching me saying weird things like that. I won't be saying slay.
Which generation
you know what?
is your daughter?
She's, I don't know which generation she is. But she said to me, she's turning 8. She said to me, bruh. She's coming into the bath and she goes, thanks, brah. And I was like, what? And she was like, you know, like bro, but brah. Like,
I only know what these words mean because I see it on TikTok. And I see millennials my age explaining what it means. Like I saw one that's explained, like who translated.
Anyways, I'm an elder. So, Amanda.
Yeah,
Holla.
anyway, squirrel. So Amanda tell everybody what
she has this really amazing power bank that like I plugged my light into because I bought this special clip-on, never has a battery.
I had no light.
I bought a bad light.
Because backing up to get context, at the retreat, you can't have power cords on the ground. So you have to have either rechargeable lights. But because she had this battery bank. So I had like 0 lights.
Oh, she plugged her light into it, excuse me. So then I was having such a bad problem with my rechargeable light because it was bright enough, but anyways. I won't be plugging that.
I was using Mom's lights.
Yeah, because she had 2.
She had 2. She's got all the lights. Anyway.
So I plugged mine into Amanda's.
Same.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay. Huh? Did you use my extension cord to that or no?
Maybe.
Anyways, it's amazing. I bought a Lowry. I justified it because I'm going to Stitch North. I bought a Lowry and I bought a battery pack.
But it's so interesting on
North
this
topic.
topic.
Already cost me a lot of money.
So you did buy it, okay? Because I was texting you last weekend. It was really, really windy here. And she lives like 3 minutes away.
You can use it for like charging your phone. You can.
Yeah, but she was 3 minutes away, and it like everybody finally.
Oh yeah, you were losing your power. I wasn't.
Yes, and then my fridge.
What do you mean everybody went for a nap?
Everyone was finally sleeping, and I had finally a chance to stitch. Everyone was sleeping. All the dogs were sleeping. The husband was sleeping. And the power kept flicking, which is really annoying because we have an alarm on the fridge that every time it comes back on, it beeps. You have to get up. First world problems.
The dog is snoring.
No, he is whining.
And that's whining? That's much better than the whining I have at my house.
Yes. And then finally it went out. So I texted her to see if she had power because she's just 3 minutes away. And I asked you, did you end up buying that battery pack?
I was at the LCBO trying to buy wine.
That's the last place
they lost power. So I couldn't buy it.
So you sent me the link, but it said unavailable. So you did buy it?
Yeah. Ooh, so I got something unavailable?
Yeah, it's unavailable. Was it expensive?
I think it was.
Okay.
But I was just like, I don't care. You know? Like I was like, buying it.
But
I justified it.
But it's good though, because I remember like where were we? I think we were at the retreat last year, and it was like the finals of the March Madness. Mike's the power went out here, and I think he listened to it in the car.
What?
The basketball game finals. Because his phone ran out of charge because he was watching on his phone. So it's just one of those situations.
Oh, yeah. yeah, you need one.
Where you need a battery pack. So maybe I'll keep an eye on it if they come back in stock.
Want to see something I finished?
Yes.
So I gotta get home soon. We're on a timeline here.
Yeah,
you gotta show all your stuff.
All my
Should I show this?
Things. Yes. Ooh.
Okay.
What fabric is that?
This is, it's called light taupe, 32 count. And this is, I can't show you the picture because it is a freebie chart that is by Leanne Van Leeuwen, who is 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers. And I think she's coming to Stitch North. And okay, so this was charted and provided as a chart to the members of the Toronto Guild of Stitching as part of a presentation in January 2020. And she's made it available. And she's made it available to, it's called Louise Acton, age 12. And I wish I could show you the chart, but anyways, it doesn't matter. I finished it.
It showed. Yeah,
I finished it.
Thing.
And I stitched it in, she doesn't give you a, like a chart, like, she gives you the chart, but you get to pick your own colors. And the charts, does that make sense? And the color, it's a color chart. So, like, for example, where there was red, I chose reds, and when it was green,
so does it just leave the legend blank for the symbols? And
there is no legend.
So you have to make your own color key?
Kind of, yeah.
But because there are symbols.
Yeah, there are symbols, but you get to pick your own colors and have fun with it.
Okay.
So I stayed true to the colors of the chart that she provides on her website. It's free. I couldn't believe this was free because it was so cool. So beautiful. And I chose to stitch it in silks. And
it looks really, and it's showing pretty true to color too.
Yeah. Here's my Louise.
Go a little closer.
Excuse me, I just burped. Hope you didn't hear that. Okay. Isn't that pretty? And look at my satin stitches, guys. Oh, my satin stitches.
I need to get more neutrals at the retreat. Because I'm like always attracted to these bright colors.
Yeah, I think I cut into a fat quarter of this. That red is so vibrant. I used Fox Red, and I think it's a Gloriana. Didn't take very good notes on what I stitched with it, but so go to her website and take a look.
Is it still there?
I believe so, yeah. And of course you can go to her Instagram as well. 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers. And I hope we get to meet Leanne.
My job is doing the editing, but she does the captions, so we'll write this all down.
Okay.
Sound like mom.
We will. Did I? I hate when that happens. I feel like I sound, not that that's a bad thing, but just, you know, when you sound like your parents, you're like, oh.
It all happens.
Okay.
That's it? That's all you have?
Well, no, I have other stuff. Do you want me to keep going?
No, I guess I'll go. I have zero stitching to show because I have not done anything that I can show, really. Because I've been doing, well, yeah, because I've been doing all models. Yeah. So doing this video hopefully will help inspire me. So I've been doing model stitching for Cheryl at Tiny Modernist, and I want to talk a little bit about her new book. So this is her new book that she did, and I believe you can get it off Amazon.
It's amazing.
It's also, she links it on her Instagram. So I did this.
I'll put some information about it on the drop down menu.
I can't remember. Is this backwards when it's backwards now, but I can't remember if it flips back.
I can't remember either. It's been so long. Look at that.
Yeah, so I happen to still have the model with me.
Oh my goodness.
So this is a bigger piece. So I've done 3. I'm working on my 3rd model for her this year. The first 2.
All from this book or no?
No. So this is from the book. Then I did one of her market releases, which is out now. I did the cats. It's like a bunch of cats. And then
that's a lot of stitching.
Yeah, so I did this one in January for her. And like all of the colors, very limited back stitch. So if back stitching isn't your thing, you don't
slay.
Right? That's another thing I say.
Right.
So yeah, so
amazing.
Really beautiful book, and I really like how each pattern she does like a little write up.
Ooh.
And
pretty.
It's
that must have been an incredible amount of work.
Yeah.
To put that book together.
So, like, there are so many
look at some
sweet
squirrels.
And I love the way books smell.
Can I see it?
Mm-hmm. So that is Tiny Modernist, her book. And she has a really nice introduction, and she talks a little bit about each one. And it's all different skill levels. Like, it's from beginner.
This is really nice.
And you can make it like your own. It's a really good book to have in your arsenal because you can take motifs.
I like this one. Tea Time. Tea Time banner. I like this one.
Yeah, if you did that on one of those ribbons.
That's really
with the
pretty.
Borders. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And put it on a hanger.
That's really pretty.
So 10 out of 10 would recommend. So that's what I was stitching on in January.
Oh, look at these Biscornios. There's like a sewing themed one. I might have to get this book. There's a sewing theme. Look at the little pins, the safety pins. Put them on your tea towels, ladies. And gentlemen. Look at that, a little gardening Biscornio. Love it. That's great.
So
that's what a great book.
So that was what I was stitching in January.
So much in here.
And then, as I mentioned, I did one of her market releases because it's perfect. Because for me, the joy I get out of stitching is often like the actual act of stitching is very calming and therapeutic and nice. And then when it's a model, it's like, no, I can't clean the house today. I've got my deadline. I got my deadline, and it's really good.
Nice. That's really nice.
So the one I'm working on for her now is, I won't say because I don't know if it's a secret or not, so I won't even say anything about it, but it's really cute. And I showed,
is in the works.
You did see it, and you said that it's something that's going to be on your list.
Yeah.
So that's all I have in terms of stitching, but I did want to show some purchases. One showed some
pretty
craft bags. So this is from TheBlueDoorStudioCo, and
There's no place like home.
Love The Wizard of Oz. I always have. And the inside is just regular.
That's a piece of leather.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing but quality here. We'll link them below. I love her craft bags because I like, and it's hand quilted.
Wow.
I should say that. It's not hand quilted. It's
machine
quilted.
quilted.
It's quilted.
Yeah.
Like it's like actual, like what you would do to quilt.
The stage I've never gotten to in quilting.
But it's like thick. It's luxurious.
That's really nice.
Your hands are all clammy.
Sorry. Oh my, sorry, I won't touch your things then.
No, you can touch the thing.
Oh, okay.
So I have one very similar in size that is my go-to traveling bag because it fits everything. So I got another one from her. So she's on Etsy, and this has the fabric inside.
Nice.
From inside.
Poppies will put them to sleep. No heart. Okay.
I know someone who also would like this for their treasures who likes Wizard of Oz. Does she still like Wizard of Oz?
Who?
Adriana.
You're right, that
is that past?
Time ago. That's past.
She's on to the next thing.
What did the young ones say about that? Passe?
I don't think they use the passe. So I got another one because you can't have like if you look at my face, like that's pretty.
That's a big bag.
It's a big bag. It's always been my go-to, and it's got.
Can you put an 11? I think you could put 11 by 11.
I do. You can put your 11 by 11.
I had to take my project off the Q snap.
You could put your clipboard because I use a clipboard. I did show it. And yeah, so TheBlueDoorStudioCo. She has lots of different types. Oh, and then because it can't travel alone, I got a little notions bag.
Aww. That's so cute with the purple zipper.
Like with the little spiders. I know. And it's got another leather tag. What's on the inside of this one? Oh, polka dots.
Aww.
Because you know what? You can never have too many bags.
Selection. I find that the hardest. Like I can make project bags, but I'm not good at putting the fabric together. I find like it's
she's a quilter.
It's a bit of a
she
talent.
knows her stuff.
Yeah.
She knows, and she's a knitter too. So
it's kind of hard to imagine. I don't know.
Because you can never have too many.
Like with cross stitch, you can put your floss. You can do a floss toss. You can put your floss in your fabric. But with quilting, I find it really hard to envision what it's gonna look like. Or
other thing about bags, because I really like bags. I don't go crazy with the bags, but I do have my fair share. But I actually use one of my bags from Evertote. I think I've never told Caroline this, but one of my laptop for work is a smaller laptop. And we don't have offices. It's all open concept, very Google style. So you have to bring it back and forth. And I was noticing in my bag, my laptop was getting like scratched up. So it's like, I think one of my project bags would be the perfect fit. So I use one of my Evertote project
you should tell her
bags.
that.
I should tell her that. So I use one of my Evertote project bags.
Sorry,
for it's instinct when a sibling hurts himself. And people ask me all the time, "Ooh, I love your laptop bag." And I'm like, "Thank you." And fun fact, I believe she actually started off making laptop bags. I think that's how her business started.
Yeah,
Does that ring a bell?
That rings a bell. That rings a bell because her husband, I think, sold. I can't remember.
I can't remember. But yeah, yes, he's been whining the entire time. Yes,
That's okay. Can I show some things?
Yes, and then I can show the last thing. Because then I'm done.
Okay. We need to do this.
Did you buy this at the retreat?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I still have it.
We need to, and it's a kit.
I think I got.
Do you think we could start this together at the retreat? Would you want to do that?
What's involved?
At the retreat?
Is it?
It's applique.
It's applique.
Yeah.
Hand. You do that by the hand.
Do you think we could do some of it beforehand and then some of it there? I don't know. This may be advanced. This may be beyond.
Well, we got that at Pastime Pieces, which, by the way, she's coming back to the retreat, and she's coming on our weekend.
What's it called? It's called Forest Friends Pincushion, and she had the model, and it was so
oh my
cute.
God.
That's what
Now
sold
she's
me
crying.
on it. That's what sold me on it, and it comes with all the pieces. Okay.
I didn't realize.
So
I can't
that's
remember if
on.
we bought
That's
that.
on my. Yeah, that's just these. These are just some things that I had.
TBS list.
Yeah. To be still.
Yes. Good job. Because there is TBR.
Is that how you can tell? What am I called? A senior.
An elder millennial.
Elder millennial.
Because on another thing on TikTok, you can tell I do a lot of TikTok. I like lurk. I'm not a poster of TikTok.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
TBR is to be read because I'm on Book Talk.
Oh, okay, okay.
In my TBR list.
That's
so
why
TBS.
what you've been doing. You've
To
been
people
doing a
in
lot
the
of reading.
stitch, I don't listen. I don't watch Flosstube anymore. Do people? Has anyone ever referred to TBS?
What does that mean again?
To be stitched list.
I don't know. I haven't heard
Maybe
that.
we're starting trends, people.
TBS, to be stitched. Can you put a caption?
Hashtag TBS. Hashtag stitching social.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay. Excellent. Love it.
To be rug hooked? RH?
TBH.
To be hooked? TBH?
You have a rug hooking kit?
No, I don't. It's, okay, kind of. It's,
Oh my gosh. That's adorable.
Isn't that cute? It's called Woolen Mr. Hair. Look at this.
Where did you get that?
Off a D-Stash site.
I never even saw that. We need to go over to Mom's stash.
I know, but I would...
God, he just did it again.
Look.
You were gonna kill yourself.
Oh, he's very old. We don't know his exact age because he
No,
was...
he's 13.
Oh, 13. Okay. Very skinny.
He's got diseases.
But yet very hungry.
He's anorexic. He keeps jumping up on there. It's a freak show over here, people.
No judgment. This is judgment-free zone.
I'm judging.
Okay, so this little rabbity guy. But I was kind of thinking I could do it in punch needle, but now that I'm seeing the pattern, look how big the egg is.
I know. Do you think Mom will let us come over and do another day, considering both of us never
we
finished
failed that
rabbits?
class. We never finished that.
We never finished rabbits.
That's pretty. I should.
Have you finished
Remember I
your
was
rabbits?
pregnant? That was a very labor-intensive project.
Have you finished your rabbits? It's actually called wabbits.
No, I
not
haven't finished
a
it, but I should take it out.
Wabbits.
You just mentioned that. Now Mom's going to ask me all about it. Hound me about that. Don't hound me about that, Mom. Okay, so I thought that was cute. I do that. Look at this. It's called April.
I've seen this before. Don't you have this already? Oh, this was through your list.
This was just things I found. I'm like, hey, I need to do this. To be stitched.
To be appliqued.
To be appliqued. Yeah. To be appliqued. Look at that cute little bunny. Oh, but I don't have
this
the wool.
Isn't a new acquisition because I'm pretty sure you've had this.
No, because then I would.
She dusted it off.
I dusted it off. Actually, it wasn't dusty because it was in my handy dandy cabinet. Okay, that one. And then To Be Stitched, TBS. Plum Street Hare's Hunt.
Oh, I love this
Isn't
series.
that so cute?
Oh, that's a cute one. I suggest
isn't that
you stitch that at the retreat.
Really?
Because are you gonna do a new start? You did last year.
I took on a lot last year at the retreat.
I brought all of my
145 wide
all
by 87 high. I have way too many to bring.
They're pretty.
I'm not bringing them all. We should do a whip parade. Okay, look at that with the little bunny. Oh, come on. The bunnies.
Blackwood drift.
But would this be bad?
A lot of colors.
Would this be bad if I only have 2 kids and I've got 2 girls, so I could eliminate one. I could put another one in because our brother's having a baby, and I could put, it could be another, like the niece, our niece, a little girl. I could do that. That is so
because she's holding
cute.
one of them hands. One of their hands.
I know.
One of their hands.
And then these ones are holding hands. The 2 little.
You
friends.
can't. Yeah, you can't do that.
To Be Stitched, TBS. Then this one, The Rabbit and the Rose by
How do you do the tail?
Brenda G.
How do you do the tail?
Here I am thinking I'm like Kitten Stitcher. She goes Brenda G when she said that. She's the best. Teresa Vignette.
How do you do the tail?
I don't know. Oh, it looks like Whisper.
Yeah, but how do you make it bulbous? It's all bulbous.
To be determined.
TBD.
And it's all DMC.
Perfect.
It's all DMC. And I've seen a few people on Instagram stitching this.
I personally think that you should do the hairs, and you're always really good at picking fabric. So I think I
actually think that I would do
something.
No,
funky.
I think I would actually do it on something really plain.
And let the colors speak for themselves.
Fabric,
let the colors speak themselves.
I've been more plain lately. So those are some things that are on my list for
TBS list.
Yeah, some things that I would like to do. We should wrap this up. It's been 42 minutes.
Yeah, so I don't have anything else, but I do want to show this.
Show that.
Look at this. Like, this is like the caliber of Elizabeth Ann can stitch. Like, look at these mushrooms. And I'd love to say I stitched this last weekend. I quilted this.
Okay, so where did this come from?
And look at the background. Look at the, like, how
raccoons.
Cozy. Little trash pandas.
Where did you get this?
Okay. From my own 2 hands.
Did you make this?
No, are you kidding me? I would have been bragging all over if I did. Okay, so my mom called me up a month or so
ago. I know.
Now I and she's like, do you want to go for a drive? Like, we're like passing your exit on the highway. Do you want to go? She was with our dad. Do you want to go for a drive? And I don't like drives. I'm like, well, it depends where you're going. Because I had bathroom problems earlier the day after I eating gluten pizza. And I'm like, well, maybe. She never calls me up and says, do I want to do something? Risky. So I'm like, okay, sure. Because she ended up telling me where she was going. And she was going to Waterford, Ontario, which is like an hour away from us. And there is a stitchy store that is closing right across.
The Quilt Station?
Quilt Station.
I remember, I remember the name of it, and I've never been to it.
You've never been to it? You've been to the Waterford?
It's just like my brain opened up and it came within the depths of my memory.
But you've been to the Waterford Antique Market.
It's right across the street. I've never been to... But husbands were involved in the other trip. Husbands, like I've had many. Just one.
She's on number 1. Yeah, so that's where we went, and she was like, it was like 10 minutes before closing. I got a few fabrics for some smalls, and because she was selling, everything was to go, like fire sale.
I can't believe she's closing.
I know. She's retiring, but it's a happy story. She's retiring.
Okay.
Fine. And she had all of her models. So this was hanging on the wall, and I'm like, if I buy that, could you bring it down? And it was like $75. Like, you can't even buy the fabric for that amount of money.
$75? That's so reasonable. Like, that's...
Yeah. And it's I would have bought it too. It's a twin set. And look at the mushroom. Like, remember the mushrooms?
It's not a twin size. That's a lap size.
That's what I meant. A lap size. Nothing goes by her. Like, look at these mushrooms. Like,
It
I'm
could
all
be what
about
you
the
want it to be. Who
mushrooms.
cares?
And like, look, there's like mushrooms here.
That's
So
really
I
cute.
have.
Yeah, you do have a little bit of a mushroom theme.
Well,
You have a toadstool or whatever.
my toadstool. Like, it's just like so totally cozy, and I have had it like wrapped up. I haven't even unwrapped it.
Why?
Like, unfolded it because it's
You should
gonna
put
get
it
covered
on
with
your
cat
stand.
hair and dog hair.
Yeah, but you can wash it.
And then at one point I thought Rosie had not worms. I thought the cat had ringworm.
Turns out it doesn't have ringworm now, does it?
No. After she
was on the floor with the dog.
Oh.
Hey, do you have ringworm?
No, it wasn't. So,
okay.
But at that time, the cat's sitting on my chest, and I'm reading, and the dog, like the puppy, was on my lap, and the dog was on.
Your dog kind of sounds like my dog when it barks.
And like very rare. And then Mike chooses that moment to come up to me, and it's like, you know, his boo boo. I don't know if I wanted to tell you or not, but I think it might be ringworm. And as the cat's laying on me.
Is that contagious to people?
Mm-hmm. That's like hand, foot, and mouth.
That's one problem I have not had, and I don't
your
want
kids
that.
did have that.
They had hand, foot, and mouth. I got hand, foot, and mouth.
Yes.
Well, one of them had hand, foot, and mouth.
That's what it is for humans when they get it. Anyway,
it's the same
long
thing.
story short, it was not ringworm. He had gotten groomed, and like right in the armpit, he must have been nicked, and it got infected and all puffy.
Aww.
But it was not ringworm.
Phew.
But why was I even mentioned that? Oh, it was because I had it all folded up.
Did you want your ringworm cat sitting on it? And that's why you didn't get it out?
Exactly. Maybe I'll bring it to the retreat and have it as my lap foot.
No. You can bring your eye weights.
I haven't used them since then.
I was with my mom, and I can't remember now the exact story, so this is kind of stupid that I'm just bringing stuff up that I don't even know the story of. But anyways, and she was like, remember when Alison brought the eye weights to, and she goes, what's with the eye weights? And I was like having flashbacks. I was like, I don't remember. It was so funny. We tried them on, and do you still use them?
No. It's one of those things. I have a great idea. The other day, I bought these slip covers. Like, it looks, you know that mesh material that you put in your drawer, your cupboards?
What?
You know that mesh material that you would put, like, line your cupboards with?
Yes.
So that things don't slip?
Yes.
Well, I was at Walmart, and I wanted to get new sheets because our sheets are in dire strait. And they had, like, this kiosk thing of, like, anti-slip. So it's, like, these quarters that go into the corner of your mattress that's supposed to make it not slip. I think it was $10. So I'm like, okay, I'll try.
You got sold.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna return it. It's Walmart. They'll take anything back. Anyway.
So you put it on your bed and now you're gonna return it?
No, because I have a mattress protector over my mattress. Didn't do anything.
Oh.
So I have these grand ideas, just like the eye weights. I thought that I would like to.
We've all been bamboozled.
Well, because I like my weighted blanket. I thought this is a weighted blanket.
I don't like
face.
weighted blankets. It feels like someone's sitting on me. I don't like it at all.
It.
I feel trapped.
I love it. I should have gotten a heavier one.
Maybe I am claustrophobic. I don't know.
The other thing is, like, you get hot. But so we're gearing up. We're starting to make our lists of things to bring for the retreat.
Yeah.
I think we can do without the toaster this year.
For sure. Gotta pare down on the toaster.
But I do found...
Maybe we'll go out for dinner for all our meals. What do we need to bring food for, really?
Because El Cheapo, being me, I don't like spending money on food.
We can bring a couple things, but...
I was at the grocery store, and I was buying this grocery store wine, and the girl was like, ooh, that's really good. And she's like, you gotta do this, this, and that. And I tried it. Drink of choice. And I'm not even a big drinker. But it's like this peach-flavored wine that's like only 5%, like 4%, so it's very low percentage.
That's the point. I like drinking 14%. Like,
no, but she's like,
what's the point?
The point is, you mix it with Smirnoff vodka, and then you put cranberry ginger ale in it. It's lovely. I'm gonna bring it to the retreat.
Are you gonna share it?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna bring it to the retreat. Because we're talking about what's
delicious.
It's
very fresh.
Very fresh. Very summer. Very spring. Yeah. So you'll have to bring your, you'll have, well, yeah, unless
One of the things that I want to, a few things that relate to the thing that I want to do for the retreat. So I was watching Elizabeth Ann can stitch, and she's going to the April retreat. So I want to go talk to her. That'd be nice to meet her. But I can't say weird things, you know? Like, that's just, I gotta stick to keep it together, you know? And then...
You kept her together when we went to New Jersey and you met McKenna.
True. Maybe I have it in me more. But I'm getting senior, so maybe elder.
So what's your idea?
Oh, and then I watched Kathleen's Situation Normal.
Oh, is she coming back to?
Yes,
is she coming back to our weekend?
Yes, in April. So I want to talk to her because I didn't get much time to talk to her last year, and she said all the cool kids at the retreats now make name tags, stitch the name tag
Of themselves.
Of their name so that they can wear it around their neck, a lanyard or something, and then they've got their name stitched. And I want to be one of those cool kids.
Mom has hers rug hooked.
Really?
From one of her retreats.
Would you be wanting to do that?
Rug hooking?
No, not rug hooking. Not another craft. You got enough things to do.
I have enough.
No, like stitch a name tag for yourself. Does that float your boat?
That's lovely, but it's almost retreat time.
Well, it wouldn't take long to whip something up. But I've got some alphabet
I'll stitch it. Will you finish it for me?
Maybe.
Okay.
If I can, I gotta brainstorm in my mind about how we
How big are we talking? Did she show it on her?
No, she wants to do it. She aspires to be one of the cool kids. And I'm thinking, check, me too. So.
Well, because this is the only retreat that we've gone to.
Yeah.
That we have. And of course, everybody's all silent now at the end of our video. The puppy's in her bed.
It's settled in. This is the most comfortable looking bed I've ever seen.
I've actually gone into her crate. So she's got her crate to lay down with her.
Why?
Because that bed is so comfortable.
Interesting.
So, I don't want to...
Yeah.
So, she's got this playpen.
And take the tripod off.
No, I don't want to mess. And then, so...
There she is.
This. So she can go in and... She's looking at me. She can go in and out. And then when she is home alone, we shut the door because it's got the side door. And it's like a little den.
I saw it, and the first thing I said was, "Oh, does she ever poop on that? Because how do you wash it or pee on that? Because if you know, you know, right?" And she says, "No, she never does."
She's never had any accidents in her crate. She has a smaller crate up in the bedroom because we'll start out as if you want all these details, but like she'll start in the bed, and then when my husband comes to bed, normally then she's in her crate because we can't trust her yet.
Of course not. She's still a baby.
She picked up her head.
We're disturbing her.
Yeah, because it's 9 o'clock. He's on Mike's lap. So, she can't be trusted yet for free reign. Eventually she'll have free reign because that's what our other dog is, but she's physically attracted to
friends,
her...
We're wrapping this up.
Gloves.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. So anyway, this was Flosstube. I don't know, did we even say what Flosstube this was?
32.
That was 35.
Maybe.
Anyway. So
Doesn't
hopefully,
matter.
we always say at the end of our videos that we hope to do more videos more often, but this time...
See you when we see you.
Yeah, no promises. And hopefully we will see you soon.
We didn't drive you too crazy.
No, because we're under an hour. That's a good length, I think. I think that's a good length. And
more rambling.
Hopefully we see, well, we are going to see lots of lovely stitchers at the retreat. I'm getting excited now. A little nervous to leave her.
I'm nervous to, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm nervous to like approach people and talk to people. There were some people that I would have liked to talk to a little bit more, but it was overwhelming with that in a room with that many people.
At that time, yes. It'll be more comfortable this time. But we're going on the first weekend for Stitch North. That's the last weekend in April. That's when we will be there. We will be arriving on the Thursday to the Sunday. So hopefully we get to see lots of people. Anyway, now we're just rambling.
Okay.
So
have
until
a
then,
lovely week. And
wherever you are.
And we'll see you when we see you.
Happy stitching.
Bye, everybody.